What if the food you've been avoiding for decades because doctors said it will clog your arteries is actually one of the most brain protective foods you can eat? I am talking about eggs. In 2025, a meta-analysis of over 1.7 million participants confirmed what researchers have been seeing for years. Eating up to one egg daily shows no association with heart disease risk and may even reduce stroke risk by 12%. Yet the cholesterol myth persists. Here is what is actually happening. When you eat dietary cholesterol from eggs, your liver compensates by producing less. It is a self-regulating system most people don't know exists. But there is something even more important being mixed. Eggs contain the highest concentration of choline of any common food, and your brain needs choline daily to maintain memory, focus, and protect against cognitive decline. So when you avoid eggs because of outdated cholesterol fears, you are potentially starving your brain of its most by your available choline source. Let me show you what happens when you eat 3 to 4 eggs daily and why the cholesterol response isn't what you think. Here is what your brain is actually getting from eggs. Ever notice brain fog lifting after a protein-rich breakfast? There is specific reason why eggs deliver that clarity. Eggs are the most concentrated whole food source of choline, providing 147 mg per large egg, or about 27% of your daily requirement. Yet, according to NHANES data, over 90% of Americans fall short of adequate choline intake. Why does this matter? Your brain uses choline to synthesize acetylcholine, the primary neurotransmitter governing memory formation, learning capacity, and sustained focus. Without sufficient choline, acetylcholine production drops, and so does cognitive performance. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that higher choline intake was associated with better verbal and visual memory. The brain quite literally functions differently when choline deprived. But choline isn't working alone. Egg yolk also deliver phospholipid like phosphatidylcholine, which integrate directly into neural membranes, improving signal transmission between brain cells. Think of it as upgrading your brain's internal wiring. Then there is the lutein and zeaxanthin connection. These carotenoids concentrate in both the retina and brain tissue because anatomically, your retina is brain tissue extended into the eye. A 2017 study in Frontier Aging Neuroscience showed that egg consumption increased macular pigment density and improved cognitive function in older adults simultaneously. This isn't just about preventing deficiency. It's about optimal cognitive performance. But here is where it gets even more interesting, because what eggs do for your heart challenges everything you have been told. The heart health reversal no one talks about. For decades, eggs were dietary failure, blamed for heart disease because of cholesterol. Then in 2015, the US dietary guideline dropped the 300 mg cholesterol limit they had had since 1961. Why? Decades of research prove that dietary cholesterol does not affect blood cholesterol as assumed. Here is the mechanism. Your liver produces 75% of your body cholesterol. When you eat cholesterol-rich food like egg, it compensates by reducing its own production, a self-regulating feedback loop. For 70% of people, eating egg produces zero change in blood cholesterol. What about other 30%? This hyper-responder do see LDL rise, but 2024 research shows their LDL particle size increases, shifting towards large particles that are far less harmful than the small dense particles linked to heart disease. The evidence. 2024 meta-analysis, 1.7 million participants, up to 1 egg daily showed no cardiovascular disease link and 12% reduced stroke risk. Heart Journal study, eggs improve protective HDL without adversely affecting LDL. Framingham Heart study, higher egg intake linked to lower cardiovascular mortality, especially in older adults. What actually drives heart disease? Not dietary cholesterol, but chronic inflammation, oxidized LDL from trans fat and refined carbs, insulin resistance, and metabolic dysfunction. Ironically, eggs contain choline and antioxidants that may actually protect the heart. But there is one variable determining whether eggs works for you or against you, and it has nothing to do with eggs themselves. The missing piece why eggs regulate cholesterol differently. Here is what changes everything and what is rarely discussed. Eggs don't just contain cholesterol, they contain exact cofactor your body needs to metabolize it properly. This is the critical distinction. Cholesterol from processed meat or fried food comes oxidized without protective nutrients. Egg yolks deliver a complete metabolic package like choline, which activates the enzyme producing phosphatidylcholine, essential for transporting cholesterol out of the liver. Without it, cholesterol accumulates in liver cells. Vitamin K2 activates matrix glyprotein, preventing calcium deposit in arterial walls, the actual mechanism behind arterial hardening. A 2015 study found higher K2 intake reduced coronary calcification by 52%. Lecithin, natural emulsifier, keeping cholesterol soluble in blood, preventing plaque formation, used therapeutically for gallstone prevention. Bioactive peptides inhibit ACE, the target of common blood pressure mates. Research shows specific egg peptides match low-dose pharmaceutical intervention. Fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K optimize bile acid synthesis and is your body's pathway for eliminating excess cholesterol. This is nutrient synergy. Why isolated cholesterol from eggs behaves fundamentally differently than cholesterol consumed with trans fats, refined carbs, or without these cofactors. Compare this to lean protein with no fat-soluble nutrients, yet you get cholesterol without the metabolic tools to process it. But there is one final factor determining whether eggs work optimally for you. Who should prioritize eggs daily? Based on the mechanisms we have covered, eating 3 to 4 eggs daily offers disproportionate benefits if you experience brain fog or declining memory. You are likely choline deficient. Only 10% of Americans meet adequate intake, and eggs provide the most bioavailable source for cognitive protection. If you follow plant-based or low-meat diet, eggs deliver complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids, plus B12, iron, and zinc in absorbable forms, nutrients difficult to obtain from plant alone. If you have fatty liver disease or elevated liver enzymes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease linked directly to choline deficiency. Without adequate choline, your liver can't export fat, so it accumulates. Research shows that higher choline intake improves hepatic fat and liver function. If you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or planning pregnancy, choline requirements increase 50% during pregnancy for fetal brain development. Whole food sources like eggs provide superior absorption over supplements. If you want satiating, affordable nutrition, 6 gram complete protein, 5 gram healthy fat, 13 essential vitamins, for $0.25 to $0.50 per egg. Compare that to protein powders at 10 times the cost with inferior nutrient density. Quality note: pasture-raised eggs contain higher omega-3 eggs and vitamin E, but conventional eggs still deliver core benefits. If the budget is tight, eating conventional eggs daily beats pasture-raised eggs occasionally. Consistency trumps perfection. What actually happens when you eat eggs daily? Your brain maintains acetylcholine for memory and focus, rather than declining with age. Your liver efficiently processes fats and cholesterol, rather than accumulating hepatic fat. Your cardiovascular system benefits from the improved HDL, reduced inflammation, and better arterial calcium regulation, not the harmful outdated models predicted. Eggs aren't a superfood. They are complete evolutionary appropriate food, delivering nutrients your body recognizes and uses efficiently. The fear was never based on science. It was based on an incomplete understanding. What to watch out for? Most people tolerate eggs exceptionally well. If you are in the 25 to 30% hyper-responder categories, assess LDL particle size with a practitioner, not just total LDL. Large particles aren't harmful, but small dense ones are. If you have cardiovascular disease or familial hypercholesterolemia, individualize your approach with medical guidelines. Otherwise, the evidence supports daily consumption without concern. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe for science-based health truth, and watch my next video where I break down why eggs are far more powerful than most proteins. This content is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making dietary or health changes. I am Dr. Tony Sabastine, and this is your network for natural health and holistic living. Stay healthy, stay inspired.